Gamers, welcome back to another Tuesday night stream. It's me, your boy, JTV Live, back once again with some more Planet Coaster 2. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I know mine was pretty boring, didn't really do too much, but I am very, very excited to get back into some Planet Coaster, and hopefully I'm not coming down with another cold. But I think I have cough drops. I'm gonna have to do another one of these. I hate having to use cough drops while I'm going live, but unfortunately, I think it's better than coughing into the mic for the whole stream, and it seemed to work last time. But I mean, I'll be fine if I don't talk, but that kind of like defeats the whole purpose. So for tonight, we got our It's a Shore Thing sandbox loaded up. So I have a couple ideas. In the long term, I thought about, because yeah, we can build in this whole area down here. I kind of thought about maybe doing, like, it might be cool to do, like, some floating islands over here. And, oh, you guys can't see me. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Sorry, I have a whole bunch of new buttons on my Steam Deck. There I am. I'm thinking floating islands over here. Maybe make use of the sci-fi theme. Again, big, maybe. Ooh, I didn't notice. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, everybody. Oh, this Ricola needs to work faster. But I'm also thinking at some point I want to delete one of these, like, bungalow villages, and kind of make use of the space for a coaster. I think we'll have more room to do this one, and then I'm thinking maybe like a slide tower up here. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. Alright, I'm gonna try to remember to mute when I need to cough like that. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Like, it feels fine, and then I start talking, and, like, the vibrations just, like, stir up phlegm. But the main goal for tonight is I want to finally put a roller coaster here. I think I have an idea of something we can do and what we can do about the layout as well. So I think we're gonna do that. Let's try to figure it out. I wanted to wait until they talked about the new I wanted to wait until they talked about the new update before I went ahead and did anything with this space, just in case they announced anything. And they did. I am sorry, gamers. It's like the Tuesday night curse. I don't know what's going on with me, but I wanted to see if they would talk about shuttle coasters in the new when they talked about the new update, but they didn't have anything to say. So I think we take matters into our own hands. It's just a matter of, ooh, it's just a matter of which coaster. I'm thinking, where is it? Where's, I'm thinking this guy. And I'm thinking, sort right Yeah. Nice. I want a different train. I want the other... yeah, I want this one. And I'll try to be limited in how much I use my voice. Oh. There we go. Here. Just having the one's kind of funny. Ooh. Hold on, my mind. My mind's thinking. To get accurate testing, we need to make sure this is the proper. We'll do 5. Okay. Uh-oh. Bummer for that guy. How's this look? Oops. It's fine. They'll be okay. What do we got? He's ever gonna go? Wow, that takes a long time to reset after exploding. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's see. Okay. That's all pretty acceptable. For the most part. trying to think how I want this to go. It'd be cool to have a backwards section since this does allow us to do that. I need to see how fast we're going when we get up here. $34. Okay. It'd be fun to make use of the spinning, which is what I think I'm gonna do. It's too much. We're going to be launching a lot of guests today. Hopefully it doesn't impact our park rating too much, but I think it should be fine. I don't think I'm going to mind too much. It's for a good cause after all. And we can build supports for this and everything. How much speed we got? I think it's way too high. We'll definitely need to lower it, but that should be possible to do. Yeah, okay. Throw this. So right now we have it there. I'm thinking. And this whole thing needs to be brought. We'll do it this way. There we go. Yeah, and that's a fun moment right below the guests, or right above the guests, I guess. This here. And then now what? Ooh, we could have it like snake down here and then come up and have that be the wraparound. It'd be nice to have a block section though. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. How's that looking? This is definitely not going to be the final. I'm just looking at G's. Okay, we still got a decent amount of speed up here. Surprisingly enough. Oh, that's a rock. We can just move it. Let's do like 16. We'll do 3. Throw it here. No, because I don't want it to mess up with the sight lines. I have an idea. We'll have to move this rock, but it's fine. We'll have to move these things around, but what am I getting? So we can have something come back here, turn around, up here, and that's how we get back down. Let's see. This can be even smaller. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And it doesn't need to be wider, but I kind of want it to be. Okay, yeah, we can move that tree. That's where we're going to get up here. It'd be kind of fun to have it zoom through here. That's not like realistic to a theme park, and there's like no reason to do that other than it would be kind of cool. But maybe we'll do go-karts, or I don't know. I would like to use at least one of these resort spaces for something. I think I'm gonna delete one of them and keep the other one, but I'm gonna do that like at the end, like when we're pretty much out of space. So that's a little bit down the line. Let's see. Ooh. It'd be really cool to have a drop track underground launch and have it come out of this mouth and circle back this way. But again, that's just like, I don't know. That feels like doing something just for the sake of doing it. And the goal for this is I want it to be like a complete and realistic theme park. And so having a roller coaster that just does like random shit for like no reason other than coolness like doesn't really fit the vibe. Boom. Boom. There we go. That's what I want. Just like that. And then what are all these? Oh. Wait, this might be kind of interesting. Oh, hold on. Wait, let's see this. That's kind of fun. That'd be fun for like a sea monster ride. Like the sea monsters pulling it down. That's something to think of. Drop, yeah. Lift, then drop, forward release. What? What does lift, then drop, forward release mean? And those are just transfer tracks. Track end, pivot, seesaw, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wait, actually. Ooh. Okay, hold on. What if we did... Okay, we just need this to be... Okay. Boom. Not quite. I mean, we could always delete this, but I would prefer not to. Nah, it'd be better to have it over here, I think. So it's kind of like, okay. Let's use these drive tires. I'm thinking like if we put it here, does that get us the right? Yeah. And that's like right. Okay. And we can like kind of do we want it more like coming out? A little bit more. Yeah, okay. And we just need to move this back a little bit. And then let's mess with the settings. Delay before launch. Block section mode on. Oh. I didn't even think about that. That this is could be the block zone. Okay, now that makes me rethink some things. I should have had a better plan going into this. Okay, let's do this. For kicks and shiggles. We'll have to move these lights, but that's alright. That's kind of, if that works, that'll be crazy. If it makes it through that. Okay, yeah. I changed my mind. Like, there's such a, always remember this, gamers. There is such a thing as too much. You know? Like, you hit a point where it's like, alright, does this coaster really need a super slow, like, unnecessary, barrel roll up here? No, it really doesn't. I think this works fine for what we want. And plus, it's like right at the edge of the cliff, which is fun. We'll remove that tree. We can put some stuff down there. But let's see. Target speed. 100 miles an hour. Super accelerating. block section mode. Okay. So that does do what we want it to, and then yeah, getting to 100 is not gonna happen. I just wanted to do it for this, for the effect, you know. What would be something interesting we can do? Oh wait, hold on. There's no way this would time correctly, but it's a concept. I have no idea how fast we're coming out of there, but could we? I don't think we could fit a coaster under there. But how fast are we coming out of there? Oh, it's fine. We'll ignore the wanton death and destruction occurring in our park and pretend like everything is cool and fine. Nope. There. I'm really dumb. Okay, and also, it definitely needs to be slower coming out of here. So we're going to grab this, and we're going to make the top speed, like, 27. Ooh. I just had an idea that might turn out really... Hold on. Hold on. A little bit of a hang time over top of the station. We'll have to edit this building a little bit, but that's not a big issue. And then is it? Oh, okay. I was like, is it just gonna stay backwards? But it's not. Okay. Also, I don't like how this wraps around. I think it's a little bit too chaotic. I think we need be a little bit more thoughtful about it. As cool as a 0G stall along the roof of the station is, I feel like ooh, maybe. Oh, this might not work. But actually, this might. And then three. Okay, and then that's almost perfect. That's almost like right where I want it. I think that's about as perfect as I'm gonna get it. So we'll go for there. If we need another booster, we can do that. $30, 45, 60. Okay, it needs to be a lot faster than that. Actually does need to be lower. Which is... Alright. Boom. And that's perfect. We'll have a little wrap around the Ferris wheel. Come right back there. How does this look coming back? Did we valley somewhere? No. Okay. There we go. Why didn't it? Can we not just spin it around? Is that not like doable? Hold on. Okay. Does it not get turned back around? No? Okay. Well, I guess these might not spin. To be fair. Which means we need a turntable. We need to put a turntable somewhere. Okay. Huh. If we did it... Nope. I mean, we could, in theory... How big is the turntable? Okay, no, that's not this. Okay. Okay, so does that spin around? And then... I wonder... I don't think that would fit. That might fit. Let's actually try that out instead. That's a better use of the space, I think. It's a significantly more useful use of this space. Maybe here. I'm gonna throw it like this. And we're not gonna be going that fast off of this, so we can get away with a little bit sharper turns, I believe. Let's build this one first. is this guy? I'm trying to think, because I'm not happy with this. I feel like there's a way it could be better, and I don't necessarily see. I feel like there's just a way for this whole situation to be a bit less cumbersome. I know how. I just figured it out. We're gonna do this. Okay. So now we need to get it back there. Which means up here. Boom. Okay, so boom. Boom. Okay. And then maybe we can add boosters somewhere along this track should we need them. Boom. Why is it still going backwards? Also, we have a lot more speed than I thought, which means I'm going to do this. And we'll worry about why it's still backwards later. Boom. Nope. Boom. perfect. Not the ending I wanted, but a pretty solid one. A nice float back to the station. Not the shuttle coaster I thought we were gonna get, but I'm happy with the one we have. And it's not even really a shuttle coaster, but it's the closest I can get to having the same idea conceptually. I way overdid that. Whoa. I'll go over here. Okay. Boom. And go here. Go here. Boom. Bam. Okay, all that's good. This could probably just use a brief pass through, I would imagine. I should put my phone on silent. Maybe. Luckily, it was a pretty soft notification. Alright. Got this to do. Boom. Okay. Go. Yep. That's good. Oh, how did I end up over there? Who knows? This definitely needs smoothing out since we changed the lengths of the pieces like crazy. Boom. Alright, so all that. And then this. That rotates. Is that what I want? A track piece that rotates per release it. Races the car backwards. Okay. This is the one we want. There we go. Okay. Now everything should be good. For the colors, let's see. These should be this nice like red that we got going on. I think salmon for the track. I think more orangey. Yeah. A nice tropical track color. And then go here. Lock section. Let's do 3. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Is anything gonna happen? There we go. You have to move that rock in that bush. Oh. A lot of things I need to add theming wise. But as far as like an out and back layout right down the center of this park, I think this is a fun idea. And then I'm gonna add like shops and stuff to this center empty area. So that should... Ooh, that was a fun little moment. Okay, cool. We don't clip through the ceiling. I mean, obviously we do there, but I had planned to fix that anyway. Damn. Okay. I think that's a good use of this space, if I do say so myself. Before I forget, let's go ahead and do that little move, do that little move. I think you can be moved this way a bit, and this way a bit. That's all fine. You need to be moved this way. And then you should just go. Need clear views, and eventually I'll put stuff here. So, that'll be a little more fun to look at. But, alright. I'm happy with how this looks. And it doesn't really... With how we have it set up here, with it dipping down here and going up here, it doesn't really impact the sight lines of these buildings or anything too much. And we still have room to be able to build what we want to build here. Probably not any shops, but I might make like a tunnel or something for this section to go through. But now the fun part is going to be getting... Oh. This might be easier than I thought. Oh, well, actually, we can't move this side in because of the clearance. So that should be fine. How that is. Okay. I just don't like that it's not lined up. I guess that's the nature of this being the type of building that it is, but I'm gonna delete these just to be safe. And come out here. Okay. Alright, I think that should all be fine. I don't like how this looks unsupported, but I guess that's kind of how it's supposed to look. But that's fine for now. Okay. Everything there should be good. Now, place entrance. Do the entrance here? Yeah. And then... Okay. Yeah. And exit. Nice. Come here. So bring it out all the way to here. Okay. And then we bring it back this way. Okay. I don't think it's going to be nearly long enough. Let's check it out. Yep. Well, that's good. There that goes. Nice. And then we wait. That goes. Um, excuse you? What? I think I know what just happened, but that's really weird that that would happen. Okay, what speed do we end up getting to through here? Okay. It's like 45 is the actual target speed. Okay. Alright, let's see how that goes now. We just need to read this first section. We need to make sure the speed's still good. I don't think it's fast enough anymore. Oh. Yeah, it still needs to be a little faster. Okay. Do this. Make sure it tests. And then once it's done, we'll finally be able to open it. Yo, what's up, Jaden? Harry Potter with Diagon Alley and all the things? Nice. I thought about doing like a Harry Potter land at one of my parks, cause the first park I ever did when this game first came out is I wanted to do like a studio park, but I was not nearly good enough at building buildings, and they also just didn't quite have enough scenery themes for it yet. But I've thought about revisiting that and doing like a Harry Potter section, but you'll have to let me know how it goes, because that sounds cool. I mean, I'd be curious to see like what parts and pieces you use to do what things. Cause that's what I always like seeing, is a lot of like the things that I've built. I've gotten ideas from like seeing things other people have built and gone like, oh, I didn't think of using this scenery piece in this way. And so I found that to be very helpful. Okay, I guess we'll let that run for a little while, and if the queue gets like horrifically overpacked, we will. This pool is really busy. Sorry, I got distracted. This is a really busy wave pool. Hopefully these 2 lifeguards have it under control. I haven't heard any complaints from them, but okay. So now that that is done, let's see here. Let's start working on some more shops and buildings and such. So let me pull up. I think this is gonna launch my main monitor. Let's see. Is it gonna open? I need my. Yep, it did launch my main monitor. Nice. Let's see. Go here. I have a folder of like reference images. Resort references. Okay. Let's see. Are there any buildings we could kind of model after? Okay, what's this one that I could do? I want it on my if we did bricks and then like a long sort of blue building maybe. But I feel like we need something. I feel like we need something Here. No, not something here. There's like I feel like there's. Oh, hold on. I need to think. There's like empty space that I feel like needs filled, but I'm not convinced it needs filled. And I don't want to just like plop a bunch of random shit down and then have a situation that I can't get myself out of. Let's see. Come along down here. I think we need to replace. I think that's what it is. We need to replace this building. It needs to be something that fits this sort of like aquatic style that we have going on. I think that's what was throwing me off, is that building was really clashed with it. Let's see here. I feel like I built something in my test world that would work. Source. Yeah. This fit here? This might. I mean, it fits, size-wise. But I don't know if it fits vibe-wise. What do you guys think? If people are still in chat. Let's see. Let me put it in proper. Now, I feel like it's too promenade-y, you know? It doesn't fit the vibe. It's way too promenade. Let's see. What else do we got in here? A lot of these are like... Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, this would work. Yeah. Okay. Because then I want to have a pathway coming down here to lead to this beach over here. Because this beach over here has a lot of potential. This fits a lot better to what I was trying to do. And actually, if I push it up here... and find something else to do with that guy. Actually, no, let's have it against. And then we just... and I'm just going to delete this staff building up here. We don't need it. Nope. Nice. Uh-oh. Let's fix that real quick. Don't worry, you guys will have something to do in a sec. Boost. And then have it come. Too steep. Where? No. I don't know why it means what it means too steep. I don't understand. Okay. And if we did not 9, like 7. Nope. Did not want to do that. go. Cool. I'll fix that hover mode over there. But now we can just move this guy over here. Yeah. This guy. Here. There we go. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'll decide whether or not I want to put extra buildings here, but for now, I think we're cool with that. Let me go ahead and just attach it to the ground so it's not just awkwardly hovering here. I don't know why it suddenly became a different color. Nice. Oh, it's not even attached. Oops. Nice. Alright. I would say that's all set. We still got this wide open space here. How's the queue doing? Oh, I bet it's too expensive. Hold on. Yep. $5.40. Now people should want to ride it. I would like to put stuff here. I think our best bet would actually be to put, like, maybe some extra shops down under here. Something to think about. Alright, I'm kind of just making this up as I go along, so. Does anything need done over here? I don't think so. Okay, I think that's all I needed to do for now, unless I think of another thing that needs doing. But I think that should be... Okay, I think it should be good. Yeah, my brain's shutting down. I'm sorry, gamers. Alright. Did I have something? Because I'm not gonna... I don't want to load up the Boardwalk Park until tomorrow, because I don't... actually, yeah, there's something we can do in preparation for tomorrow's stream. So, I'm gonna call it on this park. And then tomorrow we're gonna work on the Boardwalk Park. So, I'm gonna actually load that up now. And there's a couple things we can get done just to get out of the way. So we don't have to worry about it. We can just get right into, like, theming and slide building. Where's the boardwalk? Oh, there it is. I don't know why I couldn't see it. This might take a while to load, just FYI. Because once it loads, then we have to wait for all of the assets to load. So we kind of gotta sit for a second. You'll probably be able to see all of the, like, props and supports loading in. I'm actually surprised this park still runs as well as it does, considering how many random miscellaneous things we got going on. There we go. Yeah, you can see Some buildings are popping in. Okay, are we... Oh, 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 oh. Okay, is it good? Okay, yeah, all the buildings look loaded in. Okay, nice. So what we're gonna do is... we're gonna come here, and we're gonna build a pool. We're gonna build another pool over here. We're gonna do a circle stamp. I think just right. Maybe not that big. I think like one here. And I would like to do a lazy river maybe, but that might be asking for a bit too much. So maybe one like just like that. And then how high above the ground is that? Yeah, okay. This is gonna be kind of like a mountain watering hole. So I'm gonna make this like a lot of rock work and probably some waterfalls. And then also I think I'm gonna have a slide tower. Maybe like one up here on this flat part here, so that way it's not really visible from the main street down here. And then probably one like right up in here. We can have runoffs over here or even over here, but let's go ahead and smoothen out this pool. I don't know why it wants me to do this. Okay, this is being really annoying now. I think it should be more back here. Yeah, that should be tall enough. Okay. Then pools. Let's see. Okay, and then now I don't like how jank that is. We gotta redo that. As annoying as it is to redo, I don't want to settle we're so far into this park, and I feel like we've done a pretty good job of like keeping the standards of this park quality fairly high. And so I'd like to kind of maintain that. Okay, that's much better. I don't know. Delete all of these. Because we'll be filling in all of this extra space with pathing. So it doesn't matter if there's big holes in the deck. No one's really going to be able to tell when all's said and done. Oh, just... Oh! Ah! Sorry, I'm stretching out my knee. Oof. I have bad knees. So if I keep them just like... If I'm sitting for way too long and I go to stretch them out, they get tight. Let's see. But get rid of him. Get rid of him. Nice. And we're gonna go into scenery. Still got like 20-ish minutes, so I think we'll be able to get a decent amount of this knocked out tonight. I was thinking more of like a grayish brown. Yeah, like a limestone color almost. Where's the... I'm just gonna do this. Just because I think it's cool for this to have a rocky bottom. I think that's good theming. And it doesn't matter too much if there's this overhang here. In fact, it's actually kind of good. I want there to be a waterfall here. So I'm making kind of like a straight lip for it. Kill two birds with one. I hate when it does that. Kill two birds with one stone. surface. Now it's just about filling it in. Nice. And also having rock work for this hypercoaster to fly past, I think, is pretty fun. I am gonna leave part of this open in case we want to do any like slides or stuff going through it. Go. Okay. That's all pretty good. Now we gotta do the sides. Boom. And that's gonna be like our main path platform. Damn it, I hate the game like breaks sometimes where like you'll click and it like won't build. And the reason I say it breaks is because it's hard to describe what happens without like explicitly showing you, but sometimes like the options little wheel here will like still be registered as being like on screen when it's not. And so it doesn't register the click as a build. It registers as you clicking on the menu, and it's very odd. Like, I have no idea why it does that. And it's very strange. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but also just with my frame rate, sometimes I click in an off frame. Guys, need some things over on this side. Forgot about these big ass boulders. Okay. I think that looks actually pretty good, all things considered. And we could do like a nice, simple, like rockwork staircase out of these pieces. If we make these small, we can do like a staircase down. Boom. Go. And then down here. Boom. Nice. Nice. Okay. And this will be the way to get up there. We could do an invisible path. Sell the illusion. Nice. That totally sells. It's definitely way too steep up there, but for the most part, that's pretty good. All right. 8:51. I think that's a good stopping point for now. Our plan was just to get the pool set up for tomorrow, and I think we're in a really good spot to start doing some more theming buildings over in this area, as well as some water slides tomorrow. So definitely everybody come check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back, as I said, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time with more Planet Coaster 2. We're going to be working on the Boardwalk theme park. We've been working on that for a while now. We're getting close. We only have like 2-ish more sections to do. So definitely stick around and check that out tomorrow night. Make sure you like the streams, like the videos. Helps them do well in the algorithm. Helps it get seen by more people. And if you don't want to miss streams, of course, the best way to make sure you don't miss them is to subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live and every time I upload a new video. I am live 4 times a week, and I upload a video every weekend. This upcoming weekend is going to be part 2 of the Project Zomboid Sprinters series, so definitely check that out. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will catch you all on the next stream. Stay sponge, gamers.